So let's introduce our guests. We have some guests here. Can we start, Jay, can we start with you?
Yeah, I'm up from Garberville, just as I said, Maggie, before the meeting, just we're interested in seeing how other clubs are what they're doing. I talked to some people in Guadalajara this week, old friends from projects that we did down. Terry knows them very well. And they're a little bit cast. They don't know what to do either. Their projects, fundraising, membership. So that's why we're here to see what you're up to.
Great. Well, welcome. And Frank?
Morning. I am Frank Ramos. I'm from the Fortuna Sunrise Club, and I'm the AG for the 4 Eel River Valley clubs. And I've always wanted to come and join you guys on a Friday morning, but living in Fortuna and coming up to 7 a.m. in Arcata is a little difficult, so I thought I'd take the opportunity of these Zoom calls. So you might see me around since I'm up early. So I thought I'd come and see you guys, see how Maggie's doing, and give her some support. So you actually might see some other people from our clubs. We've been passing around the links to the Zoom meetings for different clubs so that the new presidents start going around and experiencing other meetings. One thing, Maggie, I just want to say, you were talking about having the Zoom links to different clubs. Right now, I think they're going through a thing where the district website is going to load some of the links, but after the change of after July 1st, some of the old links were still on there, and of course new presidents came on board using new Zoom accounts, so they're still in the process of putting that together. So if you'd like to go to visit another club's meeting, just go to the district website, go to that club's website, and sometimes they've posted the Zoom link on it, or you can get in touch with somebody on that at that club to get the link right away.
Ready for the tea or something?
Yes, please. Great. Thanks for that information.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Frank?
Yeah. So Andy, you want to go ahead? Yes, Dick?
I just want to know if that's a COVID beard, Frank, that's the most impressive one I've seen yet.
It is a COVID beard. Thanks.
Andy.
Good morning, guys. This is Andy Barnett from Garberville, and I'm just glad to be here with Jay and Frank and everybody up there. And one word I just have to say is everybody check out SRAG. That's the Environmental Sustainability Rotary Action Group. They've been really strong and forward-looking in getting the environment and sustainability as a new area of focus for Rotary International. So check that out and put that in your various pipes and smoke it and have a good time.
Oh, you're from Garberville when you say that. That's so perfect. I thought we said I thought we were bad in Arcata, but smoke it in your pipe, everybody. Thank you, Andy. There may be other people who are guests here, but I don't see them right now. So I'll just pause for a second and see if any of your other members are online yet and they want to introduce themselves. I don't see any, but I'll wait a second for that. And welcome. Glad to have you with us. Any other guests? I think, Taylor, you have a guest with you, or did that guest wander off?
Yeah, my guests are yelling in the other room right now.
Okay. I hear them. Well, when they settle down, bring them back in.
Okay.
He's like, I don't want to. Good to see you, Taylor. All right. So I'm trying to figure out why and I think it's because I have you guys on this screen and I have, let me do this. Let's see if that will work. Here we go. Well, you don't see that anymore because of the sharing stopped. Here we go. We'll just make do with it. All right. So do you see the masks? Okay. These are some of the folks that posted their pictures, and I thought I would, and you don't need to guess who they are because you can see them. It's Janice and Julie and two of the beautiful women in our club, and then there's Gregg. Let me see. There we go. So we had our board meeting Tuesday. I wanted to let you know we approved our budgets, and I'll be sending those out to you along with the committee lists and descriptions so that if you're not on committees yet, you can see what committees there are to join. We elected Amanda Nelson to fill a vacant board position, so she will be the chair of the Community Avenues to Service, or the Avenue of Community Service, and that includes the Community Service Committee and also our Financial Assistance Committee, which is on hiatus right now. And we need some co-chairs for the Community Services Committee. So if you're interested in being in, you're on that committee and like to help out and kind of lead the meetings because they're not really meeting right now. We'd love to get them started. Let Amanda know. We also created an ad hoc diversity committee to help us develop some guidelines for how we do our work, both within the club setting and in the community. So people gave names to us for that. If you're interested, I think, Amanda, you were collecting those names as well. Is that correct? So let her know if you're interested in that. I don't know why that's happening. And our next board meeting is August 18th. So we have a Rotarian of the Month who has something she'd like to share with us. That's Carol Vander Meer. And hello, Carol. So I'm going to stop my screen share and I'm going to let you share and tell us a little bit about what this is.
Okay. All right. Hang on just a second and I will share my screen. Good morning, everybody. I wore my little, I know it's backwards, my Trinidad Coastal Land Trust shirt today. And I wanted to share a little bit with you about the work I do. That's who I work for. I'm the Director of Community Engagement up there. And one of my favorite things and a little something I want to teach you all about, and Maggie asked to learn something, is about the intertidal. And Trinidad Coastal Land Trust, you may or may not know that we own a lot of the great properties you all recreate on, Baker Beach, Huda Point, Luffenholtz Beach. And this Saturday, there's going to be an extreme low tide. So I just want to share a little bit with you about kind of a silly, a clip from a silly video I made and learn about a couple of my favorite intertidal critters at Baker Beach. So this is just 2 minutes. Let's hope this works.
Carol, it's missing all the good stuff.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's kind of jumping.
Okay, should I stop that because it's not working? Is that right?
Yeah, there's no audio, at least
Oh,
down here.
darn it.
Yeah, so why
I'll
don't
just
you
tell you.
audio? Go ahead and audio it. You know the stuff.
Yeah, narrated.
Okay.
What is that? Is that somebody's shoe?
It's a gumboot chitin. Shall I play it? Can I play it and talk at the same time and you guys can all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So here I got to turn this down just a second. Chitins are, gumboot chitins are the largest chitins in the world. They have little bony plates in them that if you are out in the intertidal, you might find them. They look like little butterfly shells. They're like a big giant snail that eats algae in the intertidal. But when you go at low tide, especially at Baker Beach, there's a lot of cool different kinds of sea kelp. This is sea cabbage, which is edible, kind of looks like a cabbage. Sea lettuce is really thin and translucent green, and that's one of the things the gumboot chitons eat. And if you look under the overhanging rocks, you can see here not only another upside down gumboot chiton, but there's a little ochre star, and those ochre stars come in like purple and orange. A few years ago, there was a lot of sea star wasting going on, and now those ochre stars are looking a lot healthier. And so there's just all kinds of cool things in Baker Beach. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing. That's just my little piece of video. Baker Beach is one of the many awesome places that you can go to learn about the intertidal, and gumboot chitons just happen to be one of my favorites. This weekend, I want to tell you that in Trinidad at 9:47, which is a pretty decent time in the morning, not so bright and early, it's a -1.7 tide. So if you go out there, there's several different places you can get out on the beach and spread far away from everybody. Always good to bring a mask when you go walking down the trails, but it'd be a great time to go check out the intertidal. And the land trust, we just got approved to do some very small group, like a couple of household types of outreach. We used to lead a lot of different hikes, so we're just no pun intended, sticking our toe into it. And so we'll have a very small intertidal walk where we make sure households are at least 6 feet away and wear masks. And we've done a little bit with seabird watching already. So we're just starting to do that. And on August 1st, we're gonna have a dispersed beach cleanup activity starting out at Moonstone Beach, and get families, households to go out and sort of spread out. So kind of apart but together, taking care of the coast and learning more about it. So that's, sorry the audio didn't work so well, but that's just a tiny snippet of some of the things that I do at the Trinidad Coastal Land Trust.
Well, I got to see the video without the problems, and it was really cool. So thank you, Carol. Dustin shared a tech piece with me that I thought I would share, and we could maybe try to make this a habit and see if it helps, is that if we all turn off our video when somebody is sharing their video, it creates more bandwidth so that it might have worked. So that's just something that's good to know. And I'm going to be maybe showing a video a little later, so we might all want to try that too. I didn't know that. So we're learning every day. This is great. Carol, thank you so much. There was a note to remind everybody to that the pot for the raffle is $200 plus the 3 gift certificates. So if you have been inconsistent in purchasing a ticket, now might be a lovely time to be consistent. I've been telling my internet is unstable apparently, so good knows what's going to happen here. Thank you, Suddenlink. So go ahead, and if you haven't already Venmo'd, now would be a great time. I am going to, meanwhile, pick your next, our next person of the month, Rotary month. So I just have to put these numbers in here, and don't generate. Okay. So I generated the number 26, and 26 is John Gullam. So I don't know if John's here today, but I will let him know. And you'll hear from him next month. Oh, John, you are here. Guess what? You get to teach me something.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, you're gonna, we'll figure it out. We'll talk. Maybe he'll let me fly his, no, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
He'll take blood out of me before he lets me fly his little cool machine. I know those are yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. If that's what has to happen, that's what has to happen.